Alright, folks, we are gonna get going here. Hello, wherever you are. If you're watching live on Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us here. Cheese League Baseball 2023. This is our second tournament. 8 brand new cheese-themed teams, and yeah, lots of fun fake baseball action going on. Of course, we're here every Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, streaming around 7 o'clock, which actually may have to change this weekend, but you know, it is what it is. Anywho, so folks, we are going to watch 2 additional Cheese League games today, day number 3 of this leg of the tournament. Let's recap what happened last time, though. So, the Gorgonzola Gothams beat the Manchego Mechanics in extra innings. That was a pretty great game, a 1-run affair. 3-run affair, 3-0. The Pepperjack Pipers lost to the Edam Emeralds 2-1 in that game. That was actually a pretty close game. The Cheddar Cherubs and Gouda Giants faced off, and the Cherubs won 3-0. I think that series is going to go to 7 games, but that's just me. And then the Swiss Cheese Spiders beat up on the Greer Gamblers 6-1 in that first game of their potential 7-game set. But we are going to get right into the action. Wasting no time, because unfortunately I have to work tonight. So yeah, that's a fun thing. So we got Shante Peppers on the mound for the Gothams and Moises Fletcher on the bump for the Mechanics. And let's get into this game number 2 of this set. Of course, we're back at the Motor Yard, the home of the Mechanics. After these 2 games, we'll go over to, I think the Gothams play, I don't know where they play. I forget where they play. But anywho, that's what we're going to do. There are your starting lineups, and we are going to get right into it in a moment. Camden Anthony leads off. Has yet to register a hit in the tourney, and actually that's it. That's his first hit. Jumps on that first pitch fastball. And we are underway, folks. As Henry Alvarado steps in. He already has a homer in this tournament. Take a look at Moises Fletcher. 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup, and also the screwball. So we got a screwballer out there on the bump. That one's high into center field. That's Austin Carson for the out. Art Michaels steps in. Fletcher more of a junk baller, as you can see with all the junk that he throws, especially that screwball. Fouled away. I feel like I'm losing my voice, and I don't know why. I've had a lot of meetings this week and done a lot of talking. That could potentially be it, as they try to pick him off at first. It's a long week, and the runner goes, and he's in there safely. And fouled down the line. 2-2 count on Michaels, runner on second. Good speed again on the base pass. Slow roller to Fan. That's out number 2. The runner moves up. And Arlo Franks, the big power hitting first baseman, steps in. Watch some college baseball. And that's a base hit up the middle. Franks, RBI single. And that'll put the Gothams on the board. Watching college softball, and is the and that's another base hit. It was the local college, and was watching their softball game on a live stream. And it was amazing how many camera angles the team had. What was also amazing is there's no play-by-play. And I was like, man, do you want me to just step in and do that, guys? Remus Baldwin, 2 on, 2 out. Top of the first. Should be the final out. Maybe. No. Baldwin's going to beat it out. Legs out the infield single. Everybody's safe. And that brings up Chavez. So early trouble here for Fletcher and the Mechanics. Ooh, way inside. Brushed him back off the plate. Jacked, and that is going to be a grand salami, folks. Gorgonzola Gothams jumping all over Fletcher. A 433-foot grand slam jack. Chavez, his second homer, 5th RBI of the tournament. 5-0. Gothams beating up on these Mechanics. And Fletcher already looking rattled. Lonnie Jackson looks at a strike, 2-1. Of course, folks, we will get to the live, actual, real human baseball scores as Jackson draws a walk in a little bit. Some of the games, I believe, are just starting or will be starting soonish. Wheel says no predictions on this one. Over to McMullen. That is out number 3. And boy, a 5 spot right off the bat, top of the first. Let's see if the Manchego Mechanics can come back here. That's a good start. A base hit to lead off the bottom of the first. Wheels, I was going for the Mechanics, but they just haven't impressed me thus far. That one gets away from Jackson behind the plate. The runner moves up, so that's excellent. Double plays out of the order. And good speed on the base paths. Foul ball. Shante Peppers, 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup, also the forkball. So also a junk pitcher. He's got 2 junk hurlers. I'd say Gotham because Batman, but that doesn't seem right. Not that they're winning. Yeah.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 45.
The Gothams are very similar colors to your Feud and Fouls as well, so maybe that's why you have a proclivity to root for them. 2-1 on Carlson. Hey, there's no outs here, folks. And walks the bases loaded. So not a good start for Peppers as Ruffage steps in. Not a lot of hits here either. I believe it was like a one-hitter or something like that, the first game between these two teams. So, and the Mechanics were on the wrong end of that game. Fouled down the line. Getting emails from people. Leave me alone. That one is hit hard, rather. Ooh. Well, Skipper Dipper at the wall. 2-run score. It is a very, very long, very hard hit single. 2-run single. Runners at the corners now. No outs still. That brings up the heavy hitting Rocco Corker, who pops it up to the shortstop, Jacobson. That is out number 1, and that brings up the second baseman, Elliott Fan. So Pepper's out there on the mound looking tense as well. Speaking of Gothams, I guess the new Flash trailer dropped, which I watched briefly, paid very little attention to, but it does look interesting. 3-2. And down on strikes. That brings up Matty Hilton. With runners to the corners, 2 outs here, bottom of the first, 2 runs already in. Hilton's big contact hitter is yet to register a hit, though, in this leg of the tournament. And looks at a low and outside called strike. Over to Jacobson and floats it over to first for the final out. So Mechanics get 2 back. 5-2. They're still trailing, but it's still early. Top of the first top of the second we go. And look at this. This is the top of the order again here for the Gorgonzola Gothams. Popped up. And Hilton puts it away for the first out.
The second baseman, number 24.
Flash looks like it could be one of the best things DC has done. Yes, it is very, very interesting. You know, I really hope that it's like 2.5 hours too, because it looks like there's so much story in there that if it was an hour and 10 minutes or an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes even, I feel like it wouldn't do it justice. So I really do hope it is a long movie, that they tie up a lot of loose ends, as that one is jacked down the line. Ooh, a nice diving catch by Ibanez in left field.
Number 29.
For the second out, that brings up Art Michaels. Trying to tie up a lot of loose ends in that movie, so hopefully it's a good one. That's a base hit up the middle. 2-out base knock.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Arlo
Number
Franks,
2.
who had the RBI single, I believe, to start everything off, steps in. That one's fouled away. Two 2-1 on Franks, and now the 3-1, and walks him.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Zeke Bond,
Number
1 for
13.
1, puts a single, steps in with 2 outs, 2 on, top of the second, and a base hit right through the wickets, up the middle. Runners coming home. Carson fires, plate to plate, safe. 6-2 now, the Gorgonzola Gothams. Keep tacking on runs. Fletcher's looking rattled out there, so I'm wondering how much longer he's going to last. Not very good. And 2-2, 2 on, 2 outs, top of the second. And that should be the final out, and it is. Got another run, 6-2. The Gothams lead it. And that'll bring up Freddie McMullen for the Manchego Mechanics. And I don't know what I did to my voice, but it is haggard. Down on strikes he goes. There's Lester Ibanez, who had that great play in left field. Nice diving catch down the line. Robbed an extra base hit. He comes in here and he hits a base hit. So, I mean, this is a big sports day, folks, because we have... Oh, you sons of bitches. Kraken and Avalanche play a half hour earlier. That's the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. They play at 9:30 tonight, which is great, because I'll be able to actually watch maybe 2 whole periods rather than just the one and then have to turn it off and go to sleep. So I get up at ass crack of dawn. But it's tied up 2-2, folks. So this is a big game. For some reason, we're back at Denver, at Colorado, is down to strikes and goes. I thought it went 2-3-2, but it must go 2-2-2, and then final game, which means the final deciding game, if it goes to 7 games, would be in Seattle. So that's interesting. Cool swinging bunt there, and we're at home plate. 2 outs now. Malachi Jacobson, the shortstop for the Gotham, steps in. Fouled away. Down on strikes it goes. Outside. 2 outside for my liking, but nonetheless. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the home team. Manchego Mechanics now.
Number 13.
Peppers had a rough first, bottom of the first, but it's kind of settled in, really. 2-1 on Heaps. The power hitting first baseman hasn't really shown much power, and looks at a big curveball. Charlie for strikeout. base hit up the middle. Kind of a slow rolling dribbler. Nobody could get to it. So we got a runner on first. Not a very speedy runner, but Roughage is at the plate, and that's a base hit. That's a little harder hit. Right back up the middle, so 2 on, 1 out. Manchego Mechanics are threatening here. With Corker up. Ooh. Might have been the fork ball there from Peppers. And that's a big curve. Should have big 12-6 curve ball, it looks. Won't beat you with the fastball, though. It's only at 89, low 90s, I suppose. And got him chasing high. The high cheddar. Elliott Fan now. So the Seattle Kraken, this is a Kraken broadcast after all. Off of Pepper's glove, they recover, and out number 3. Top of the order due up for the Gothams. The Seattle Kraken series tied 2-2 with the Avalanche. Fletcher's out. I was wondering when that was going to happen. And Chip Houston comes in out of the bullpen. And that's a base hit up the middle. They will play game number 5 tonight without their leading goal scorer, Jared McCann, who got rocked by a boarding hit by, I believe, McCarr on the Avalanche, a defenseman. Puck was not in play. It was a cheap shot to me. He only got 2 minutes in the game, which was kind of ridiculous, but has been suspended. I think he suspended today's game. Afterward, he should have got a 5-minute major and been suspended because that was a cheap shot. The puck was actually in the crowd when the hit happened. And out. Test the arm of Hilton behind the plate. And there's no doing. 2-2 on Art Michaels. And now the full count. Hit to Heaps. She's going to win the foot race, and that is out number 3. So after all the early scoring, it's been a bunch of goose eggs here. Bottom of the 4th we go. Maddie Hilton steps in. The refs were crap to begin with. Yeah, the refs were really, they've been kind of awful. The Maple Leafs and Lightning series. That was hit high to Baldwin for the first out. The Maple Leafs and Lightning series is interesting. I was watching them. The refs were kind of all over the place in that one too. In the Canes series, I forget who the Canes are playing, but that as well. The refs, you can see the unofficial officials in the crowd just like standing up and being like, what are you looking at? What are you calling, guys? There's Lester Ibanez. And it's a base hit up the middle. 2-out base hit. Keeps it alive for the Mechanics. And that brings up Austin Carson. 1 for 2 with a single today and the top of the order. And good speed on the base pass. So we'll see what happens with McCann. I haven't heard any additional news. I just know that he's out, possibly out if the Kraken continue. He might be out for this whole entire series, maybe the next series. So it's he looked in rough shape. In steps Arlo Franks, top of the 5th, and he hits one just past shortstop. And that brings up Zeke Bond. 2 for 2, 2 singles, RBI. Have yourself a nice little day there, Zeke Bond. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But awful hit. Awful to have our best guy pretty much just out. Stupid. Popped up down the line. That's going to be an easy play for Corker, and that is out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 33.
As Baldwin comes up 1 for 2. So Something to watch tonight. These games have been very entertaining. The Maple Leafs and, oh man, Maple Leafs and the Lightning. Lightning are up 4-, I think it was 4-1 with like 15 minutes left in the third period. And then the Maple Leafs came back and won it, forced overtime, and then won it in overtime 5-4. Bolton strikes out. Chavez, he has a home run today. Big grand salami. That game was bananas. Watching it live, I was like, wow, this is ridiculous. That's a base hit. Right through the legs. So, Lonnie Jackson in now. With 2 on, 2 out, top of the 5th. Houston's still out there on the mound, working away. See his 4-seamer, cutter, slider. A little bit of movement on his meters. This will be his 30th pitch. And that should be the 3rd out. And it is 2-3-4 for the home team now. Bottom of the 5th. Brian Heaps has to get off the schneid a little bit here. Put a ball in play. That would be great. Two and 2. And again. Good eye. Didn't chase. And good eye again. Did not chase. So Heaps works a walk. Brings up Keaton Carlson.
Number 45.
2-0 on Carlson. And, ooh, right off of Peppers. Can he dig and get there? No, doesn't. But get the out at first. But the runner moves up 90 feet, so that brings up Madeline Ruffage. RBI man activated with the runner in scoring position. So your power and contact numbers elevated just. And it actually looks like they're throwing around her. Yep. The unintentional intentional walk with first base open. Not a bad move, I'll say that. Brings up Rocco Corker, and Peppers is pulled from the game. Now we see Cade Redmond for the first time for the lefty-on-lefty matchup. And it works out. The 3-6, I think 3-6-1 double play. 9-1-2 up now. The mechanics just haven't been able to make things work. We got Absidy Dapper now coming in. They just haven't been able to like string together enough hits to score some runs. I mean, they are a higher seed than the Gorgonzola Gothams. I think the Gothams are the number 6 seed. No, they might be the number. No, what are they? It might be the number 4 seed, actually. Or 5 seed. I don't know what they are. Gothams are ranked higher than the Mechanics. I thought the Mechanics were going to be a lot better than they are. They're just offenses non-existent so far. So quick 2 outs here for Dapper. Alvarado comes in. And 3-0, walk prone activated. And again to Heaps down there at first, and that's the final out of the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Lots of offers. Lots and lots of offers here. So can the Mechanics kind of string things together? That one went behind his head, I think. Busting him up and in again. Down on strikes. Goes Fan. This awful tribal tattoo. Matty Hilton's over 2. Looks at a ball way outside from Redmond. Matty Hilton's speed does not even register on the meter. It's kind of comical, actually. Guy with such big contact and power, he can't run. Ooh, nice little snow cone catch there from Jacobson. For the second out. Brings up McMullen. And that is, ooh no, Arlo Franks, nice diving stop in the flip for out number 3. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Gothams here, top of the 7th.
The third baseman, number 29.
So the Mechanics are looking for a nice 1-2-3 inning, get their batters back up. That'll be a good start. McMullen with the heaps for the first half.
Number 2.
2 singles, walk, and an RBI. 2 for 2 day for Arlo Franks. Very good day. He needs to actually hit the ball hard, though. That's much better. That's a gapper. It'll be a double for sure. So a 1-out double here, top of the 7th for the Gothams. They have another runner in scoring position.
The designated hitter.
And Zeke Bond steps in, 2 for 3. Obviously, Dapper is the closer for the Manchego Mechanics. Not a save situation. 1 and 2 on Bond. I believe Dapper is the best, might be the best pitcher in this whole staff. That is a base hit down the line. Gets into the corner. 1 run comes home. Digging for 2. It slides in safely. Just slides in safely. It's a 7-2 ball game. And Dapper is pulled. Alani Salazar comes in. What is going on here? Very poor base running. Very, very poor base running. They get the out. And now there are 2 outs. Chavez steps in. 2 for 3. It's a home run single today. Sloppy base run. So, you know, kids, if you're playing at home, and they try Matty's arm behind the plate and gets him. If you're on second base and the ball is hit in front of you, don't go. Lester Ibanez, 2 for 2, 2 singles here. Bottom of the 7th, last chance here, last licks for the Manchego Mechanics. Redmond still out there on the mound trying to close things out for the Gothams. Take the 2-0 lead. Not a good way to start. Get the leadoff walk as Carson steps in. Carson is top of the order. Good speed on the base pass. Can they string together some hits? There's a strike. 1 and 2. And now 2 and 2. I really don't want to write tonight, but I have to, as that one has popped up and Baldwin comes in and catches that. It's all right. Heap steps up. I don't want to write. I have to write. And, ooh, that must have been a hot shot to Redmond at third. I thought that was hit on a line, but I guess not. Either way, it's the 5-4-3 game-ending double play. The Gorgonzola Gothams win, and they take the second game of the series. 7-12-0 to 2-6-0. Of course, they do it on the big bat of Chavez, the grand slam. Lots of hits up and down that lineup. A lot of walks on the Manchego Mechanics side, and that is concerning. You know, you have 5 walks in the game, you can't produce any runs. That is trouble. So Peppers gets the no decision. Redmond gets the win. Fletcher takes the loss. Take a look at the top 3. Of course, Chavez, Arlo Franks, Zeke Bond, all Gothams, all around. Seems unlikely since I chose them, but they already have 5 runs at that point. My juju must be waning. Maybe. Could be. It could be waning. It could be waning. So the Gothams take the 2-0 lead on top of the Mechanics. Yeah, they're the 6th seed. Mechanics are number 3. So I was kind of right. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. The Pepperjack Pipers versus the Edam Emeralds. Of course, we're back to the Emerald Diamond. Ahmed Chappelle versus Hector Millstream. Let's get this game going. And while we do, I will look up today's baseball scores for y'all. How about that? Here are the starting lineups. I just noticed something. Here are the starting lineups for your teams, and Farrell Lance is going to lead it off for the Pipers.
Number 48.
Millstream on the bump, more of an accuracy kind of painter. Up the middle for a base hit. And in steps Rotten.
Number 30.
Johnny Aaliyah Rotten. And she pops that one up very high, very far into center field, but that is an out. And Bruce McFurlow steps in.
Number 5.
Millstream sports a cutter, 4-seamer, 2-seamer, a slider, and a curveball. So a lot of fastball action. Kind of works in and out on you with that cutter and that 2-seamer. And then the slider and curveball. Right there's the big curve. Full count on McFurlow. And that's fouled away. 3-2. And, ooh, it's off of his glove. Millstream recovers, and they get the out. They'll stick with it.
The first baseman.
And brings up Ike Constant. So, apparently the Yankees already played today, folks. So that is interesting. It's great news. And they won. They won 12-6 over the Twins. They were... What did you just clip? Let's clip the dance the pitcher did. Was the pitcher adjusting his junk? Is that what the pitchers do? Yeah, the Yankees win 12-6. They lose the series, though. I think that's the only game they take. Let's see. Top performers, Miranda on the Twins was 2 for 3, as that one is hit to Mars. Out. Nick Blaylock up. Batting 1,000 so far. And 2 for 3, 2 homers. Hit by pitch, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored for Miranda. So he had a good game for the Twins, but Volpe and Judge had better games for the Yanks. Volpe was 2 for 3. Double, 2 walks, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Judge 3 for 4, 2 doubles, a walk. 3 RBIs and a run scored. Very good. Very, very good. Herman gets the win. Kenta Maeda gets the loss for the Twins. 1-2 now on Leon Jackson. Looks at a ball outside from Chappelle. 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup in his pitch arsenal. That one is jacked high and far and is going to get foul, I think, yes. Into the crowd. Some Oppo field power, but just fouled it off. The pitcher spun the wrong way entirely. Looked like the ballerina. I'll have to go back and clip. I'll have to go back and watch that clip. Garland Myers steps in. Myers, he's the catcher here for the Edam Emeralds. The runner on first, 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Jacked and high and far and somewhere towards South America. Is that going to get in the harbor? Almost in the harbor. Just missed a harbor shot. That's a 484-foot shot. Holy shit. Myers, first home run. Second, some RBI or something like that. I don't know. 484 freaking foot shot. almost got in the harbor. The Emeralds take the 2-0 lead. That was a tank and a half. Holy shnikes. Yes, there's 48.4 manatees long. I mean, that's a lot of manatees. Might be more manatees than there are in the wild. Down on strikes he goes, but the Emeralds strike first. They get 2 runs and a big blast.
Number 7.
And here's Arabella Mars. So Millstream gets the early lead. Let's see if he can settle in and keep it going. Down on, oh no, not down on strikes. Now down on strikes. Goes Mars.
The designated hitter.
As Machado steps up. 333 for him. Means that he's probably 1 for 3 in the last game. I was doing the scores around the Major League Baseball league. That's a base hit up the middle. Right now, top of the third, Mariners are winning over the Phillies 5-2. Dodgers and Pirates are 0-0. End of the fourth. Astros are winning 1-0 mid-4 over the Tampa Bay Rays, who are 20-4, and that's ridiculous. And Leo Kruger swings over that. Good speed on the base pass here for the Pepperjack Pipers. Man, my voice is just dying, folks.
Now batting, the left fielder.
I had like 4 meetings today that I was running and trying to run interference. And also trying to get people to answer questions for me, which apparently is impossible. What do you want me to write? Well, let's talk about ideas about what you might be able to write and not actually write.
Number 10.
So not helpful. All right, Arbriel Sasso, the shortstop for the Emeralds, is out there and grounds to her counterpart Mars for the first time. Damn, Mars has a gun over there at shortstop. Jeez.
15.
Brings up Salvador Ramon. The Nationals winning 2-0 over the Mets. The Nationals are having an abysmal season. It's early, though. Over to McFurlow. Across the diamond, the hot corner there. 2. Marlins 1-0 over Braves, mid-2. Padres and Cubs just getting started. Cubs having a good year so far. The A's and Angels play later. Cardinals and Giants play later. The Rangers and Reds. The Reds beat up on the Rangers today 5-3, and that one's fouled away here in our game. And Richardson grounds to Mars, who's been busy over there at shortstop for the 6-3 putout. 9-1 and 2 due up for the Pepperjack Pipers here. Top of the third will be Pro Hatchford,
Number 6.
who's first at bat of the tourney. The Orioles just keep winning too, 6-2 over the Red Sox. That one is foul and in just in the stands. Blue Jays beat up on the White Sox. Ooh, a little Sunday hop on a Wednesday afternoon. It's out number 1.
Second baseman, number 48.
Farrell Lance steps in. Top of the order for the Pipers. 8-0. Blue Jays over the White Sox. Man, the White Sox just aren't doing it, and I don't know what is going on with them. And they've had all these good teams. Everybody picks them to win the past couple of years, but a lot of people pick them to win the division. I think like 2019 on. Just haven't done it. Guardians win 4-1 over the Rockies. Brewers are having a good season. Win 6-2 over the Tigers. Renner to Bradshaw down there. Hot corner again at number 3. Bottom of the third we go. 9-1-2 due up for the Emeralds. And last game, the Diamondbacks win 2-0 over the Royals. Another team who's struggling. That AL Central is just not looking good. Team I didn't see. Oh yeah, the Cardinals played the Giants. I didn't see the Cardinals listed anywhere, but they played the Giants. Starting at 9:45. Down on strike she goes. And steps Bradshaw is over 1. So that is your walk around the baseball league, folks. Dodgers and Pirates, that's your free game of the day, so go out there and watch that. Go to Mars, out 2. I think you can watch free games on YouTube, I believe. So yeah, go watch that game. The Pirates are having a great season. Popped up to the third baseman. Furlow out number 3.
Now batting, the third baseman.
I love the boats out in the harbor. Swingin' to Miss is the boat name, and the boat number is YROW7, which looks like you're out, which is pretty great. Lots of baseball puns. Ooh, Blaylock with that trap. So it just skips into his glove.
The first baseman.
Runner gets the
Number
first.
13.
And that brings up Constance. Top of the 4th. Millstream, this will be his 45th pitch of the game. Two and 1. So I don't know what I'm going to watch, folks. I planned on watching the Yankees tonight. Jackson to Sasso to Jackson for the 3-6-3 double play.
Number
I used to
7.
love turning those. Arabella Mars steps in. Kind of a Jim Lehret's kind of stance. Two and 1 on Mars and over to Sasso. Down she goes. Edom Emeralds only have 1 hit, and it's that big, gigantic home run. 484-foot jack. That's it, and that's the difference maker in this game. Chappelle out there, approaching the 50 pitch mark. That one's hit hard, but right at Iverson. And Myers is the guy who hit that homer. Chappelle might be pitching around him now. Don't want to give up another long ball. 3 and 1. Swinging on that one. 3 and 2. And again fouled away. And walks him. So Myers draws the walk, brings up Harrison. Kingsley Harrison 0 for 1. No threat to run at first base. Two and 1 is the count on Harrison. Big looping curveball there from Chappelle. 2 and 2. That one's hit high and far. Does it have the distance? No, it's too high. 2 and 2, or that'll be your second out of the inning. Too high. Here's Sasso. It's 0 for 1. Hasn't really done anything at the plate thus far in returning. This is only game 2 though. For this series at least. Ooh. Gets away from Kruger behind the plate. Thought it actually was going to hit Sasso, but she swings through that one. 2 and 2. And now, ooh, nice little leaping catch by Farrah Lance to end the inning. 6-7-8 duo for the Pipers.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 12.
Machado. That one is popped up. That one is foul. Right back to Millstream. Millstream's having a pretty good game out there. I mean, both these pitchers are pitching quite well. They're kind of right around the same pitch count for both of them. Both looking locked in. Just that one hit is really the difference maker. Slow roller, barehanded by Ramon, out number 2. And that brings up the left fielder, Iverson. Down on strike she goes. 1, 2, 3. And bottom third of the lineup due up now for the home team Emeralds.
The second baseman,
Who again are just
number 15.
looking for something. You probably recognize the Emerald Diamond, folks. That one's a dribbler back to Chappelle at number 1. You watched the first Cheese League Baseball tournament here in 2023. I almost said 2022 and almost traveled back in time right there. The Emerald Diamond is also the home to Feta Fiddlers.
Number 56.
Share a ballpark. Top of the 6 we go, 9, 1, and 2 for the Pepperjack Vipers.
The center fielder, number 6.
Millstream, 65th pitch coming to Hatchford. 1 and 2 on him. And one's fouled away, 2 and 2. Hard hit ball, little screamer over to Sasso. She fields and fires.
The second baseman, number 48.
No, not a lot of hits on the Piper side either. I mean, it's been kind of quiet. Up and down both these lineups. Out number 2.
Now batting, the right
And
fielder,
Rotten comes
number
up.
30.
Yeah, foul down the line. To Ramon for the final out. Bottom of the 6th, top of the order. Lots of offers there. Let's see if they
Now batting,
can make something
third
happen.
baseman, number 19.
And Bradshaw leads it off with a base hit down the left field line. So a base runner here for the Emeralds, just their second hit of the game. That brings up big power hitting Nick Blaylock.
Now pitching,
And
number
all right,
22.
Chappelle is out. Colorado Denver comes in. Blaylock looks at a ball. 97 on the gun there. Kind of a power pitching, power arm rather, out of the bullpen for the Pipers. 3 and 1. And there's a strike. 3 and 2 now. And fouled away. Trying to trick him, I think. And there it is. Kind of grooved it in there.
The first baseman,
Jelly legged him.
number 16.
Just a little curveball. The new pitch sweeping the baseball nation is called the sweeper, which, as far as I can tell, is just a slur. But for some reason, they're calling it a sweeper. And everybody is like,
Now batting,
everybody's throwing this pitch. It's like the pitch of the year. Everybody has a sweeper pitch. Ball in the dirt. It's by Kruger. Actually kind of kept it in front of him, so nothing doing there. Nobody advances. 1 and 2 is the count. Myers down on strikes and goes.
now batting, the designated
And
hitter,
Kingsley Harrison.
number
2 outs, 2-1, bottom of the 6th. Edom Emeralds are leading 2-0 over the Pepperjack Vipers. In this our second Cheese League Baseball tourney of 2023, and that is out number 3. Top of the 7th we go. 3, 4, 5 do up for the Pipers, and the Emeralds just kind of looking to shut things down.
The third baseman, number
Win this
5.
ball game. Millstream looking for possibly a complete game as well. The 0-2 on the furlong. Down to strikes he goes. Good pitching
Now
here.
batting, the first baseman, number 13.
That brings up Constance. rounder to Jackson, rather. There's like a Jacobson, there's a Jackson, there's a yada yada.
Number 7.
So many names. Beal says I would have chosen the Pearl Jams, so they are doomed. Unfortunately. That's a hard hit ball, out number 3. Yeah, the Pepperjack Pipers are doomed. It's true, you did nickname them the Pearl Jam Pipers too, so you probably jinxed them right there. But the Emeralds win 2-0, and what I believe was just 2 hits. They had only 2 hits, only 5 hits in the whole entire ball game, so good pitcher's duel. Sorry about that. Go back. It's 0-3-0 to 2-2-0. The only hits really on the Pepperjack side from Lance and from McFurlow. Only 4 strikeouts, no walks on the Pepperjack side. That's interesting. Edom Emerald scores the big 2-run jack from Myers. 484-foot shot, almost went in the hob. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks for them. They really weren't able, I guess they might have been able to capitalize on that 1 walk, but no other hit was from Bradshaw. So Chappelle takes the loss. Millstream gets the complete game win. And there are your top 3 players. It really was a pitcher's duel. Good games indeed, says Wheel. So the Emeralds lead it 2-0 over top the Pepperjack Pipers. The Gorgonzola Gothams lead it 2-0 over the Manchego Mechanics. All right, folks. So on Saturday, we will watch the Cheddar Cherubs face off against the Gouda Giants and the Greer Gamblers against the Swiss Cheese Spiders. So I'm still thinking the Giants are going to pull it out, but we shall see. This has kind of been lopsided thus far, but yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, that is it for me, folks. Quick little stream. Did we do an hour? No, we didn't. Look at that, 54 minutes. Hot damn. Yeah, that's it for me, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back here on Saturday. Of course, follow us on Twitter at geek_cheese. That's where you'll get your announcements if we have any broadcasting changes, which we might on Saturday. Not 100% sure just yet. Let's see. Yeah, check us out on YouTube. This game will be posted to YouTube. Typically, the next day is when you'll be able to watch it. So if you are watching on YouTube, thanks. If you're catching up or need to catch up, go check out our YouTube page. And yeah, there it is. Check out our YouTube channel in the chat. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's it for us, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you again on Saturday for some more fake baseball action. In the meantime, let's go Seattle Kraken. Let's do it. Let's beat the Avs. And let's keep this good momentum going. And y'all have a good rest of the week. We'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.